Dear Venerable Long Po, I would like to ask the question about the situation whereby false allegations are made against us without any basis. How should we take it?
First, we need to understand the meaning of false allegation. It means when we are right, but they think it's wrong, or we are doing good deeds, but they said it is bad. We call this false allegation. More than that with allegation, even they know that we are neither wrong nor bad, but they still lay blame on us for doing or being so. Let's go right into their mind. Why do they do this to us? Or why us? There must be two main reasons. The first rationale is conflict of interest that upsets them. The second grounds is ill will, because we did something they dislike. Therefore, they want to destroy us with wrong accusation. Oh, there is another reason. This happened to me once. After the matter was clarified, I asked the other party forthrightly of why this happened. He told me that it was because he just did not like me. Well, things happened. Once we found the three explanations, keep observing and don't rush to do anything yet. You have to see how far the damage will go. Whether it is among a small circle, i.e., it is affecting the family or up to the office scale, or worse than that, it will affect the public like those high authorities in the public service, and in politics such as some prime ministers or ministers. All right. As there is an allegation, and they know we are not wrong, we are not bad. To rectify this, we have to get to the point. If it is due to conflict of interest, there should be consultation and compromise, which can change the situation to the better, or from something serious to something bearable, which can bring about a small disadvantage, but it can be agreeable, so the matter can be finalized. In some cases, it's better to stop the matter beforehand, even if it will result in a small loss. Go ahead and finish it. In the case of ill will, it's a little bit hard. Maybe beg for forgiveness. But apparently, as we are not in the wrong, we don't know why we need to apologize. In this case, consultation might be fruitless. The third reason is about being annoyed. Not jealousy, but very close to it. It is like they are annoyed because you are more beautiful. It was not jealousy, but it is bothering you, and they didn't want to look at you. So why not dump all the rubbish on you? For example, your business is flourishing more than theirs, or the friends of their ancestors, without any conflict of interest, and it is not even jealousy, but it bothers them. For the third situation, it probably has to be what our ancestors taught us: to be considerate, to be polite, and to be humble. That could help rectify the situation. But what happens if we let the feelings go on until they become jealousy? Then it is again hard. But in conclusion, no matter which situation, what we have to do when there is an allegation is to first check ourselves to see whether there is any fault or damage in our doing. If there is, and even though it is minimal, try to mend it. Otherwise, it would give them a chance to overstate the matter. Secondly, recite this: endurance. This mantra is wonderful. Keep enduring. It is as we are under the sky. We may need the strong sun to dry our clothes, but when it rains, what do? We have to put up with it. When there is bad circumstances, we have to bear with it, and we might comfort ourselves that we did the same to them in the past lives. Today, they are taking the repayment. As we think this way, we could comfort ourselves to a certain level. At the same time, we should try to find out what causes the situation, i.e., whether it was because of conflict of interest, or ill will, or we bothered them. When we have found out the reason, then try to reconcile and work out for mutual interest. Try to solve the problem step by step. If it was the misunderstanding within the family, then resolve in the family. The same goes for the office level, or if it happened to the public level, then resolve accordingly. Certainly, this level is a little bit harder. What we need to consider are not to use violence. It will become increasingly complicated. Don't flee, because if you fled and were downhearted, it meant you lost the case. It is as if you accepted that you were bad as they said. Beware. What's more, diligently do good deeds and tolerate. What is doing a good deed? It is to fulfill our duties within rules and regulations so as not to give them the opportunity to attack us. Don't take anything lightly. Be meticulous. It is like a boxer on guard. False allegation is just a jab. It can't knock you down. Apart from being thorough in our job, in addition, you need to accrue a lot of merit for the mass, or the public, or anyone involved, so that they can testify that you are a really good person. This time you need to show to the world that you are good, and it is necessary. Then radiate love and kindness to people. Don't breed ill will. In the case that they accuse you, it is like they are trying to tie a knot, and that they will hold one end, and you do with the other end. The more they get angry, the more ill will they have, and consequently accuse you. It is as if they pull the cord very hard. But if you spread loving and kindness, and you don't want to use violence, it is like doing a tug of war, and you release the cord first. What would happen? The person who pulls the string would only fall backward. You can smile. Like this, the chance to win peacefully is possible. But even though you try to rectify the situation, spread love and kindness, and tolerate, and do all sorts of good deeds, but still you don't win the case. My child, think that it was karma from past lives that you did to them. This time, you have to bear with it and let it happen. No matter how, don't blame yourself, because you didn't do anything wrong in this life. If you are to die, your mind is still bright. It is that much you could do.